said, Rakate Yahweh, Rakate Shai, Rakate Yahweh, Rakate Shai, Rakate Yahweh, Rakate Shai. First and foremost, we want to give our praises and honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakodash. Double honor to the apostles and elders who will have played my stone, and a blessed sanitation to the Akiyams and the folk on the earth who push the gospel in sincerity and truth. Shalom. Right, this evening, come another lesson to feed the elect of the nation of Israel, 144,000 and the one-third, men, women, and children, and contribution of faces, Israelites, that are scattered among these heathen nations. Right? A two-thirds of people, they don't know the time that they're in, right? And they're drunk, spiritually they're intoxicated, you understand? Right? And they all over the place, speaking all kind of manner of evil, you understand? They can't even control the tongue, you understand? Because that's what drunk man is do. When a man drunk, you understand? When a man drunk, he can't balance himself, he can't control himself, right? The things that come with him out, he have no control of it, But you gotta tell him, you gotta tell me next day what was said and what didn't said, and he's gonna be ashamed of his behavior because he was intoxicated. And this is exactly what happened to two-thirds of people when they revive from the highness or the drunkenness. They're gonna be in the kingdom of heaven. They're gonna be ashamed of their behavior. You understand? Just like a man, go out and you got problem, you drink, drunk, cuss out everybody, take off your clothes, walk naked, pissing on everybody's vehicle. You understand? Or somebody might record it and show him it or tell him the next day he all ashamed for his behavior. And there's two-thirds of people, you are gonna be ashamed in the kingdom of heaven when you are revived from the highness, as spiritually drunk, and you are drunk with the philosophies of this world. You are drunk with the philosophy of the so-called white man, right? You was bitten by the serpent because you are playing with the serpent. You are in league with the serpent. You wanna be one with the serpent. You want to love the serpent. So who gonna pity a charmer that is bitten by a serpent? Right? So two-thirds of people are drunk and they don't know the time that they're in. Right? There's a time and a season, right? Two-thirds of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indian, and confusion of faith Israelite don't know the time and the season y'all in. You understand? Y'all don't have a clue at the time and season y'all in. Right? So then you just get this precept. This is one of my favorite precepts. You understand? And they read this precept, I just gotta laugh, Yeah, and I went to buy some I think it was breastbone or soup. Me wanna Jake and know the world and we grew up together. And so we just done, I think it was just not too laughing in sweat, playing some basketball. And he said, let me go and get I think it was breastbone and soup. And we see this Jake come out from a bar, right? And Jake drunk. Jake can't balance himself, walk out and go sit on a cupboard. He end up falling off the cupboard, but the cupboard now, we fall off it into a drain. You understand? And somebody see him. And there was the first precept come to my head, right? But so this precept is a twofold, right? This precept what I'm going to read is a twofold, right? This is Proverbs 20:1. He said, wine is a mocker and strong drink is raging, and whosoever is deceived thereby are not wise. So, you understand? So he wasn't wise because he overdrink, and this two-thirds of people, they drunk off of the philosophy of this world, the doctrine that pushing this world, the different ideology, they drunk off of that. You understand? So you're telling them, you're acting you're acting outside the temple. You understand? You're being outside the temple with your behavior. That's not how it's supposed to be. But when they're drunk, it's like you tell a drunk man, yo, balance yourself. Yo, Timmy, balance yourself. Balance yourself. Why you behaving so? You know, but what? Wine take him over, wine inflame him. And this spiritually, there's exactly what I'm to tell our people. They're inflamed by wine, which is doctrine. You understand? Read back again. This is Proverbs chapter 20, verse 1. He said, wine is a mocker, right? Strong drink is raging, and whosoever is deceived thereby is not wise. A tutorial of people are not wise because they're being deceived by these wine, which is philosophy or doctrine of this world. You understand? So they drunk off of that and they don't know the time and season. They don't like a drunk man. You drop your own. He wake up in the house. He don't know how the hell he meet it. You understand? He don't know how we meet. So tutorial people don't know. They don't know the time and season. Right now the island them jakes they will do it. So like them preparing for carnival. You understand? They're preparing to walk the bitches, them preparing to walk the street naked. You understand? And lewd. You understand? That's what they're preparing for. And they don't know the time and season they're in. You understand? Because they're spiritually drunk. You understand? They're drunk. Right? This is Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 1. He said, to everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven. So there's a time for every season and there's a time for every purpose under the heaven. Right? He said, a time to born and a time to die, a time to plant and a time to pluck up that which is planted. Let me jump down to verse 8. He said, a time to love and a time to hate, a time of war and a time of peace. So we need time of hate and war. This is the time that we in. Because we want peace. And the only way we get peace, you gotta get war. So we need time of war. You understand? And our Lord Yahweh shall soon return. Right? Soon return. About two-thirds of people they drunk. They don't know the time and season. You understand? The scripture says just like in the day of Noah, they were eating and drinking and giving into marriage. You understand? We get that? Right? Right? So they hide. You understand? That's when we speak this word, they can't get it. They look at you like you out of your mind. But no, they intoxicated. You understand? They intoxicated with the doctrine they follow. You understand? With the wine with the drink, right? Which is a different philosophy, different doctrine. They're intoxicated by that. They're high. So when you tell them something, when you give them the right, when you give them the wine to revive them, to get them stable and balanced, they can't receive it. God wasn't given to them. It wasn't given to them to receive it. You understand? Um, yeah, so right now these jakes here in the island Trinidad the big. What are they preparing for? They're preparing for they're preparing for carnival. They're preparing to hit the road naked. And this is spirit right now pushing. This is spirit right now. You're at the station, they're pumping, they're pushing the carnival vibes. You know, everybody in the carnival vibes. You know, everybody in the carnival. These tutorials you so called Negroes, Latins, and Native American ain't even got a clue. I ain't got a clue that y'all ain't got a clue that y'all walking naked and y'all intoxicated spiritually. Spiritually, y'all naked. Spiritually, y'all intoxicated. Y'all ain't got a clue, right? Um, this is Matthew chapter 24, verse 36. But he said, but of the day and the hour knoweth no man, no, not the angel of heaven, but my Father only. But as the day of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. For as in the day that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking and marrying and giving into marriage. Right? So this is what they're doing right now. Because the Son of Man soon return. The Most High give his signs. And we see these signs coming to pass. Right? On the 20th of this month, we're going to have a blood moon. And a blood moon is a sign. There's a sign. There's another sign. All right? Let me get it quick. Right? There's a sign. Right? Right? These jakes, they're drunk. You understand? Yeah, they're intoxicated. You understand? This is Acts chapter 2, verse 19. And I will show wonders in heaven above, signs in the earth beneath, blood and fire and vapor and smoke. He said, the sun shall be turned into darkness and the moon into blood before that great and notable day of the Lord Yahweh shall come. You understand? So this is sign. We see these signs. So we know our Lord soon return. Right? The Most High also give you the sign too, to know that he visited the earth. Right? So we see these signs. So to tell people they can't see the sign because they're intoxicated, they can't see, they're drunk, they can't balance themselves, they can't stand up straight. Just picture a man that intoxicated, a man that drunk. How we can't balance himself if he don't know himself. You understand? He can't stand up for himself. You gotta hold him up, right? There's spiritually, there's how tutorial people looking. You understand? Right? Um, the second Ezra chapter 9, verse 1, he said, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the sign pass, which I have told thee before, right? So how we measure the time diligently? These scriptures, right? And they keep watching the different various news outlet, right? Keep checking the news, keep looking, see what's going on around the world. And that's how they filter that through the scriptures. And that's how you measure the time, right? Verse 2, 2nd Ezra 9 and 2. Then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquake and uproar of the people in the world, right? And every day in diverse places earthquakes. Every way is uproar the people. Right now, they're gonna be big uproar because of government shutdown, right? I think this is what 15 day, right? Government shutdown, right? The 22nd of January, 22nd of December, right? Today's 8th, so the 22nd, 8th and be 30 to 9, so 17 days, right? You understand? And if they continue into February, into March, like I say, they can get uproar. We see an uproar in Europe with the LFS, right? We see an uproar across the globe in India, all these places. We see an uproar in the Middle East. You understand? We see an uproar in people, right? We see an earthquake in diverse places. These are signs that the Most High give us. And thus we can measure the time. How we can see this sign? We gotta watch. Two-thirds not watching. Two-thirds not listening to the sound of the trumpet. Because the trumpet is blowing in the city, right? Wherever Jake is, the trumpet is blowing. Trumpet blowing on the highways and byways. The trumpet blowing through these videos on YouTube, these video person. But people are not taking heed to the sound, they're ignoring the sound. Because they're drunk. Spiritually, they're drunk, right? Right? Verse, um, verse 4, he said, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High speak of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. You understand? So this is the sign that the Most High give it. So we measure the time. We see the blood moon. We see upload the people, right? We see in earthquake in diverse places, right? He said, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High speak of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For like as all that is made in the world had a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. Even so, the time also of the highest have plain beginning in wonders and powerful works, and ending in effect and signs. You understand? So that Most High give you signs, right? But people are not watching at these signs, they're not looking for these signs because, well, like I say, they out cold. You understand? They high off of them philosophies. You know, as a Christian, you know, as a Muslim. Yeah. Allah is the true power. What Allah mean power, idiot, right? What Allah mean power. Allah is the true God. What Allah mean go back to God. Power. What God mean power. You understand? Right? They drunk. Eyes are more. What more does mean black? Blackish. No, exactly. What more does mean black? You understand? I said Nubian. I said Kemet. I believe in science. So the drunk off of these doctrine, these different ideology, these different doctrine, these different philosophy. They drunk to tell the use of Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indian. They got Jake who worship money. They got Jake who worship the women. They got Jake who worship material things. They drunk off of these things. So they're not gonna pay attention what's going on around them because their focus is elsewhere. You understand? This is this is Matthew. So we get signs where we supposed to look for. And two-thirds are looking for these signs. That's why they're gonna be catch with the pants down. This is Matthew chapter 24, verse 3. He said, and as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciple came unto him privately, saying, tell us, when shall these things be? And when shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world? The sign of who coming? Yahweh Shai. Right? So we see different blood moon, and they tell you that, hey, this is this days. I can read it, a motherfucker can read it back. Right? Sign of Yahweh Shai coming. Right? This is Acts chapter 2, Acts chapter 2, verse 20. He said, the sun shall be turned into darkness and the moon into blood before that great and notable day of the Lord come. And the Lord is Yahweh Shai, our Lord and Savior. Yahweh Shai means he deliver. This is the meaning of his name, he deliver. Right? So back in Matthew chapter 24, verse 3. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciple came unto him privately, saying, tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world? What's the end of the world? The end of the so-called white man rulership, right? There's the end of the world, the end of the so-called white man rulership, right? That's the world that ruling right now, which is you Edomites use the world that ruling right now, right? So the end of the world, see, these people want to know when the end of this devil rulership, right? Because when Yahweh Shai was on the earth, who was in power? The Romans. Who in power today? The Romans, right? Which is you Edomites. You call yourself the Romans, you Edomites. You in power today, right? The second Ezra chapter 6, verse 7. He said, then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the times? Or when shall the end of the first and the beginning of the second follow? So the end of the first is going to be you devil, you Edomites, right? He said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born, of him Jacob hand held first the heel of Esau. And this is in Genesis 25:26. When Esau was come, now Jacob hand grab on Esau, and Jacob grab hold on Esau's heel. That's symbolic to show that, hey, what we doing right now, we pull this devil down out of power. See, we doing it spiritually, because everything beginning is spiritual, then come into physical. So spiritually, we judging this devil, We tell this devil the judgment. Unfortunately, we tell the devil be guilty of all charge. And we tell him his judgment, and we're going to happen to him. Right? Verse 9. For Esau is the end of the world. So the disciple asks, when is the end of the world? So you Edomites, you Esau, the progenitor of you Edomites, which known today as you so-called white people, Esau is the end of the world, right? This is the end of your rulership. You're not coming back into power ever again. This is the end for you devils, right? He said, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follow. So Jacob is you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indian countries and faith Israel that scattered among New Zealand. We're going to be on top. We're going to rule forever under our Lord Yahushua, King David, 12 and 144,000 will be the governor that can cover the whole entire earth, right? And Yahushua will be King of Kings, right? Sitting in his rightful rulership, right? You understand? So the disciple was asking, so we get signs. You understand? We get signs, right? We get signs. So the Mosai sent his men out there to warn his people to blow the trumpet, but these niggas drunk, right? So back in Matthew chapter 24, verse 4, he said, and Yahushua answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you. And two-thirds of people are deceived because they drunk off of this philosophy. You understand? They drunk, right? They drunk off of this philosophy. You understand? Right? So like it. Right? Let's get it simple up here. Yeah, so to the drunk off of this philosophy. Right? Verse 5, he said, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am anointed. And we ain't going to this word to say, I am Christ. We should go back to anointed. And I said they are the Messiah. The word Messiah go back to a ruler, right? They are rulers. A lot of them coming. A lot of them is rulers who leading the people astray. A lot of these rulers, right? He said, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am anointed, and shall deceive many. And this will be seen. A lot of people being deceived, right? They're being deceived by these false prophets that set up, right? So verse 6, and he shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that he be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise up against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. These things that we see nation rising up against nation and kingdom against kingdom. We see these things. You understand? We see the Persian Empire speaking hard to the Edomites, you Edomites, right? Iran is what? Iran is the Persian Empire. We see them speaking hard. We see the Moabites flexing the horn, which is the Chinese, speaking hard to you Edomites. We see these Hamites, you understand, taking back the land in South Africa, which is the so-called Africans, the Hamites. So we see nation rising up against nation. You understand? So we're looking for these signs because these signs was told unto us that look for these signs, measure the time diligently. But our two-thirds of people they cannot be coward. They intoxicated spiritually. They high off of the so-called white man wine. Right? They high off of the so-called white man wine. He said, for nation shall rise up against nation and kingdom against kingdom. He said, and there shall be famine and pestilence and earthquake in diverse places. An earthquake in diverse places. So they're going to be famine and pestilence in many places. We don't see there are famine in Venezuela, Yemen. I think Afghanistan, they have this. I think they're still in the drought. You understand? A lot of places in drought. Food, the crops being destroyed by pestilence, by locusts. You understand? These two-thirds of people that see the signs because they're drunk. You understand? They're drunk. Verse 8, all these are the beginning of sorrow. So all these are the beginning of sorrow. So all people are going to be in great distress. You understand? They're going to be in distress because they're drunk and they're naked, right? Because the so-called white man give them the wine to drink lavish. Lavish, do what you want. You understand? Knowing a nigga come to a party and everything free. You understand? Food free, drink free. Niggas drink everything, and then at the end of before the end of the party, he vomiting all over himself. Can't balance himself, you know, kind of sleeping on himself and vomiting on himself. Yeah. This spread to other people, right? This is Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 50. He said, woe unto them that giveth his neighbor drink. So who would want to use so-called white people, the Edomites? Because usually when we push this philosophy on our people, usually one set apart these different religion, usually one have all these different philosophy out there. It's to keep us away from Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Keep us away from our heritage. You understand? Because the Most High never give me no religion. You understand? So woe unto you Edomites. Because usually one who push all this doctrine out there. Usually one got all this confusion out there. So woe unto you devils. Right? He said, Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 15, he said, woe unto him that giveth his neighbor drink, that putteth thy bottle to him. Yeah, you Edomite is our neighbor. Right? But when you break the brotherly covenant, you understand? You break it. So you devil's gonna pay. Right? You devil's gonna pay because you break the brotherly covenant. Right? Habakkuk 2 and 50, he said, woe unto him that giveth his neighbor drink, that putteth his bottle to him, and maketh him drunken also, and maketh him drunken also. So two-thirds of people drunk. Spiritually they're drunk. You understand? They don't know themselves. They're in a dead state. They don't know the season they're in. They don't know who's the enemy. A drunk man don't know these things. You understand? You don't know these things. You don't know yourself. You don't know the season. You don't know the time you're in. You don't know your enemy. You understand? You can't help yourself. You can't defend yourself. Right? There's the state two-thirds of mind of people in. Spiritually, they're drunk because the devil get them philosophy and drunk them with it. Right? You understand? He said that thou mayest look upon their nakedness, and two-thirds of people are naked. Right? Spiritually. Because you don't know who he is. You don't have on your garment. Your garment is this wisdom, that is understanding. You don't have it on. You don't know he's Israelite. Right? You don't know you from the tribe of Judah, the tribe of Benjamin, tribe of Levi, the tribe of Manasseh, the tribe of Issachar, the tribe of Zebulun, the tribe of Gad, the tribe of Manasseh, the tribe of Ephraim. Right? You don't know. You don't know. You don't know the name of the Heavenly Father is Yahweh, which Yahweh means he is, he exists. You don't know the name of his son is Yahweh Shai. What Yahweh Shai, who the world not declare Jesus, his name is Yahweh Shai. That his name means he's the deliverer. Right? You don't even know salvation is used so can Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indian. So like you're confusion of faith Israelites. You don't know this thing because you're naked. You do not have on your garment, which is this wisdom that you understanding. So by your drinking this philosophy, this so-called white man, which is the wine, you're drunk. You take off all your clothes, so you're naked. This is why you're gonna be destroyed. Right? This is why you're gonna be destroyed. And the Most High giving you a long, 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 long warning. Most High be patient. So when the Most High bring this judgment, He's gonna turn the face away. And He not gonna show no pity when you are crying. Because the Most High give warning. You understand? But woe unto you, devil, who give Israel rum to drink. Woe unto you. Right? You understand? Right? So here the Most High said about you, devil, there. Read verse 16. But thou art filled with shame for glory. So you so-called white people are filled with shame for glory. Your glory is shame. You gotta look at your history. Look at how you get the things that you get right now. You take it by violence and you covet people things. Right? You understand? Drink thou also. So the Most High said, drink thou also. Right? And let thy foreskin be uncovered. He said, the cup of the Lord right hand hath, he said, shall be torn unto thee. And what's the cup? Cup is slavery. Because we drink from the cup. You understand? We drink from the cup. Right? You understand? So right now right now your foreskin being uncovered because the world seen that you so-called white people are the devil and the Bible speak up. Right? But two-thirds of people can't see that. Tower. They're intoxicated by the rum, by the wine, which is a philosophy. Right? They can't see the so-called white man being uncovered. He being naked. He being found guilty before the judges of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Right? Starting with our Lord and Savior Yahushai, top judge of the earth. Right? Top judge in heaven and earth. Father give you that position. Right? And his men, the 144,000 or so are judges. So we read out your charges, Esau. We lay and know the crime that you commit and where your punishment gonna be, which is slavery. 1,000 years of slavery, and after that you're gonna be eradicated. Obadiah 1 and 18. Right? You understand? So the Most High said, the cup of the Lord's right hand shall be torn unto thee, and shameful spewing shall be thy glory. Yeah. You understand? Shameful spewing shall be thy glory. Right? But to you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American, y'all are high. Right? So let me go back to what I was reading. I think I was reading Matthew 24. You go back to Matthew 24. Right? So back in Matthew 24, verse 37, he said, but as the day of Noah war, so also the coming of the Son of Man be. He said, for as the day that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking and marrying and giving into marriage. And this is what Jake's doing. Jake's breeding up women, sexing on the place. Women is just sexing on the place. Hey, nothing wrong. Don't get me wrong, nothing wrong with sex. You understand? You understand? Nothing wrong with that. But there's what Jake's how they on. They're on fetting, sexing, you understand? And they're not paying attention or what happening. They're not listening to the trumpet that blowing. The man the Lord blow the trumpet. So the same thing that was doing the day of Noah, same thing they're doing right now. You understand? Right? So as for in the day that were before the flood, even he said they were eating and drinking and marrying and giving to marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark. He said, and knew not until the flood came and took them all away. So shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. You understand? And that's going to happen. When this famine come, they can catch them unexpected. When this economy collapse, they catch them unexpected. When the waste war kick off, they catch them unexpected. You understand? When these foreign troops gonna pick them up, put them in FEMA camp and chip them with the microchip. You understand? A lot of you gonna die. A lot of you Israel gonna die in them FEMA camp. They're gonna torture you out to death. You understand? Because you are drunk. Spiritually, you are drunk. Right? So this is exactly what's gonna happen. This is First Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 1. He said, but of the times and the season, brethren, He hath no need that I write unto you. Right? He said, for yourself know it perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. So the day of Yahweh shall come as a thief in the night. And that's why we exhort you, Israelite, to get yourself right. So when the Lord return, you're blameless. You're blameless. You understand? But two-thirds not gonna make it. These jakes in the island, they preparing for carnival. They preparing to jump up. They got Fed coming up on. I think this Sunday got some Fed coming up. They preparing. They're ready to jump up, jump up, jump up, free up, free up. They're ready to that. You know, they don't business the state economy in. They don't business but the nation that we are slave and all these hidden rule of us. They don't care about these things. They don't care about Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. You understand? They don't care about the Most High temple. They don't care how the Most High feel when they defiling the Most High temple. They don't care about these things. That's why the Most High said these people don't consider. It's a stiff-necked and rebellious people. So when the Most High destroy you niggas, the Most High can be justified to do that. Because this is the Most High temple. This belongs to the Most High. The body belongs to the Most High. The spirit belongs to the Most High. So how you motherfuckers am so proud? This body belongs to the Most High and the spirit belongs to the Most High. This is why the Most High say, don't defile my temple. You understand? Right. Verse 3. For when they shall say peace, for when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. Yeah, you're gonna escape. Because they're singing, hey, love, love, love. We gotta come together. We gotta come together. It's love, love, love. We gotta come together and stop the killing, stop the fighting. Love, 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 love. And it's a drunk individual. They drunk. Because you know the time that we in is the time of judgment. And it can just get worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. It can get worse and worse and worse. But a drunk man can't know that. You understand? He can't carry he inflamed with wine. He inflamed with wine. You understand? He inflamed with wine. Right? So he can't know that. This is Isaiah. Let me get this one. Isaiah. Right? So he can't know that. Right? This is Isaiah chapter 5, verse 11. He said, woe to them that rise up early in the morning, that they may follow strong drink and continue until the wine inflame them. Until wine inflame them. And that's what going on about people. They continue until wine inflame. If people inflame with wine, they gone. They gone. You understand? They gone. When men of age could come to the camp and say color doesn't matter. That's a spiritually drunk individual speaking. Because if you gotta get a description of him, that same individual, if you gotta get a description of him and you off on the description, he's gonna correct you. He's gonna correct you. If it's on color, if it's on shape, if it's on height, whatever, he's gonna correct you if you off. But when it comes to the Lord Yahweh Shai and the Most High Yahweh, color doesn't matter. They know these people not right. They're not right and they're proud. They're proud and they don't want to take correction. Right? In the sense that they flame with wine. Right? So back in 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 3, for when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. So when a woman in travail with a child, when she about to give birth, that pain she don't escape the pain. So like she do not escape the pain. You understand? Until she deliver, right? So they're not gonna escape when the economy collapse. They're not gonna escape any famine. They're not gonna escape any race war. They're not gonna escape any martial arts should come. A lot of them gonna be put in the film camp, be put to death. A lot of them gonna eat their own family, their own children. Is chaos gonna be out there because they're gonna get catch with the pants down, right? They're gonna get catch with the pants down. Verse 4, he said, but he, brethren, are not in darkness. So, hey, the elect, the 144,000, the 1 million children, they're not in darkness. You understand? They take heed. They take heed to the prophets, the true prophets of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Right? They take heed and they humble themselves, they acknowledging the wrong, and they're repenting sincerely. Sincerely, they're repenting and they're turning back to the true heritage. They're putting down back their garment. They gotta realize the naked. Now they're putting on back this garment, which is this truth. Right? Let me get a quick precept. They're putting on back the garment. It's Isaiah 50. Right? Yeah, this is Isaiah 52 and 1. He said, awake, awake, put on thy strength, O Zion, put on thy beautiful garment, O Jerusalem, the holy city. Yeah, what's this beautiful garment? It's knowledge. Awake out to what? Awake out to the slumber. Stop calling yourself black. Stop calling yourself Trinidadian. Stop calling yourself you're an African. And he's a Nubian. And he's a Moor. Awake out of the slumber. You understand? And put on this beautiful garment. You are Israelite. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you are Israelite. You understand? You are Israelite. Right? Isaiah 52 and 1. He said, awake, awake. Put on thy strength, O Zion. Put on thy beautiful garment, O Jerusalem, the holy city. For henceforth they shall no more come in to thee, the uncircumcised and the unclean, the uncircumcised and the unclean, which is these are the nation, these heathen nation, right? You understand? Right? He says, shake thyself from the dust, arise and sit down, shake thyself from the confusion. Dust is confusion. You understand? Shake yourself out of the dust. It's not no Trinidadian. You understand? It's not no Grenadian. There's not no Guyanese and no Jamaican, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American. There's not no Venezuelan and no Colombian and no Brazilian and no Argentinian. You are Israelites. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indian and confusion of faces. Shake yourself off of that, from off of the dust. The dust represents confusion, right? He says, shake thyself from the dust, arise, sit down, O Jerusalem, loose thyself from the bonds of thy neck, O captive daughter of Zion, loose them bonds, the burden of this life. Forget about this place. There is no future here. Forget about this. This is going to be destroyed. This place is going to be destroyed. Right? This place is going to be destroyed. Yahweh Hashem Yahushai get ready to destroy this rulership. All the kingdoms are the kingdom before fall. So what make America not gonna fall? No, no, we know we're witnessing the greatest fall of all history. America, they're gonna fall in 1 hour, they're gonna be destroyed completely. You understand? In 1 hour with torment nuclear missile. But right now they're falling eternally. The most I destroying them eternally, putting you Edomites to fight against you Edomites. Once a house divided, a house can't stand. Once you divide a house, it can't stand. So the most I divide you Edomites now, you are fighting. You are fighting now. Right? So back in 1 Thessalonians 5 and 4, he said, but he, brethren, are not in darkness. He said that that day should overtake you as a thief. So the elect is not in darkness, me ignorance. Right? They're not in the darkness. Right? Verse 5, he said, he are The children of light. He are the children of light. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians, you are the children of the knowledge of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Most I give you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians, law, statutes, and commandment. He are the children of the light. Right? He said, ye are all the children of the light and the children of the day. We are not of the night nor the darkness. You understand? He said, therefore, let us not sleep as do other. They are two towards sleeping. They're sleeping. You understand? They ain't got a clue what's going on. They sleeping. Right? You understand? He said, but let us watch and be sober. But let us watch and be sober. Two-thirds are sober, intoxicated, they ain't sober. Spiritually, they're drunk. But the elect, the 144,000, the 1/3 million children, they're going to be sober. They're going to be aware. They're going to know what time they're in. They're going to know what season they're in. You understand? Because what they're sober in mind. You understand? They're sober in mind. Right? Let me get a quick reset. Right? This is Titus chapter 2 verse 6. He said, young men likewise exhort to be sober minded. Young men, you Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indian. You understand? Read back again. He said, this is Titus chapter 2 verse 6. Say, young men likewise exhort. He said, exhort to be sober minded. In all things show thyself a pattern of good works. In all things show thyself a pattern of good works. Drinking these wine and these philosophy of the heathen, that's not a pattern of good works. That's evil works. And that's why you're intoxicated and you can't know the time and the hour that we in. You understand? Right? He said, in all things show thyself a pattern of good works, in doctrine showing uncorruptness, gravity, sincerity, in doctrine, uncorruptness, showing uncorruptness. In the doctrine of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is no corruptness. It's incorruptible. You understand? But these are the philosophy that you Israelite follow to tell you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American, and you confusion faces. You follow the doctrine of corruption. You understand? So the Most I said in doctrine showing uncorruptness, gravity, sincerity, right? Gravity is let me go back to the word. I think gravity is let me get it, right? You understand? Right? Let me get the word gravity, right? Yeah, yeah. To third inflame with wine, spiritual wine, which is a philosophy. There's the wine they inflame with the wine. They don't know the time and the season, right? Yeah, the word gravity, right? The word gravity. So the word gravity, Strong's G4587, Sonatis. He said a characteristic of a thing or person which entitled to reverence and respect, dignity, majesty. You understand? Honor and purity. You understand? Honesty. Right? You understand? Go back to honesty. Right? You understand? This would go into gravity. Right? Titus chapter 2, verse 7 saying, in all things showing thyself a pattern of good works, in doctrine showing uncorruptness, gravity, and sincerity. Verse 8, he says, some speech that cannot be condemned. Well, two-thirds can be condemned. Oh, the white man write the Bible, they're gonna be condemned. Oh, that we don't deal with this religion. They are preaching hate. They are gonna be condemned. That's not sung speech. According to the scriptures, that's not sung speech. Oh, God love everybody. It's one human family. That is not sung speech. According to the scripture, that is not sung speech. You understand? Titus chapter 2, verse 8. It says, some speech that cannot be condemned, that he said that he that is of a contrary part may be ashamed. Salaki. He said that he that is of a contrary part may be ashamed, having no evil things to say of you. You understand? So, hey, they're not gonna no evil thing to say about the men of the Lord. And the time come, all them things are gonna say, hey, these these men were saying taking the truth, but we are the idiots. You understand? The time coming. That time coming, right? That time coming, right? That's exactly what they're gonna say, right? That's exactly what they're gonna say. There's wisdom of Solomon. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, verse 1. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such that have afflicted him. That is what we're doing right now. We're standing in boldness in front of the so-called white man, you Edomites, that afflicted us. So we tell you judgment. Because the Israelites are the true judges of the earth, right? He said, and made no account for his labor. When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear, and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond all that they look. He says, so far beyond all that they look for. So the Most High is going to see it, they're going to be troubled. And all you heathen nation are trembling right now because y'all know the sons of God rising up. Yasharala, he prince of the power. Y'all know we are the sons of God. And y'all know when we start calling Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh gonna fuck you devils up. You heathens know that. Top elite say you heathens know that. That's why y'all come together and y'all push all these different philosophy on our people. But y'all not gonna deceive the elect. So y'all trembling right now because y'all know we calling Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh. Y'all know hell coming in y'all house. Y'all know that. The top elites them know that. Right? So he said, Wisdom of Solomon 5 and 2, he said, when they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear, and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond all that they look for. And two people can say the same thing too. They're going to say, these men is the men the Lord by, who looking raggedy, who cussing and calling me hoe and calling me bitch. This is the men the Lord. This is when y'all get sober. This is when the wine gonna go wear off. The wine gonna wear off. This is when y'all get sober, but it can be too late. Verse 3, and they repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit shall say within themselves, this was he whom we had sometime in derision and a proverb and a reproach. We fool accounted his life madness and his end to be without honor. How is he numbered among the children of Yahweh? And his lot is among the saints. Saints are the Israelites, right? But two-thirds of you people right now, you're not in the spirit of a saint. You're in the spirit of a heathen. Two-thirds of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American, Indian, confusion, faces like they are in the spirit of a heathen. The elect in the spirit of a saint, which the saints are the Israelites, right? Let me get that to prove it. And the saints are the Israelites, right? Scripture says prove all things, right? Saints are the Israelites, right? It's a Psalms, right? Psalms 148, verse 14. He also exalted the horn of his people, the praise of all his saints, even the children of Israel, a people near unto him. Praise ye the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. So the saints are the Israelites, right? Saints are the Israelites, right? This Wisdom of Solomon 5:5. He said, how is he numbered among the children of Yahweh, and his lot is among the saints? Therefore have we erred from the way of truth. Yeah, you erred from the way of truth because you was intoxicated with the wine of these nations, right? You tutorial you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indian, and you are the heathen, right? This way you are gonna see, right? He said, Wisdom of Solomon chapter 5:6. Therefore have we erred from the way of truth. He said, and the light of righteousness had not shined unto us, and the sun of righteousness did not rose upon us. We weary ourselves in the way of wickedness and destruction. Yeah, your philosophy, right? Wickedness and destruction. Yea, we have gone through desert. Yeah, desert is what? Desert is a place with no water. So this philosophy is desert. This philosophy is desert, right? It's dry. It's dry. They have no water there. The water is symbolic for knowledge. So they gone through desert. Christianity is a desert. Islam is a desert. Black consciousness is a desert. Kemet is a desert. You call yourself you say you're African, worshiping the black woman, worshiping the dollar sign. All these things is desert. These philosophies is desert. So y'all be true desert, which a desert have no water. As you understand? You in the desert, you can't find no water. Dry place. You understand? He said, we have gone through desert. He said, where there lay no way. But as for the way of the Lord, we have not known it. What have pride profit us? Or what good has riches with our vaunting brought us? You understand? So the proud are gonna be destroyed for your pride, right? You understand? Hey, so two-thirds not gonna make it, because they intoxicated and they're high, they're drunk off of this philosophy, right? Let me close off with this one because they're not gonna make it, right? Not gonna make it. One who take heed, they're gonna make it. This is Ezekiel 3:17, right? This is Ezekiel chapter 3, verse 17. Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. He said, therefore hear the word at my mouth and give them warning from me. And this is what the Lord doing through this video epistle, on social media. You see brother pushing the truth on different platforms of social media, mainly on YouTube, on the highways and byways. We giving warning unto you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indian countries in the face Israel. We giving you warning. We telling you the words of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Right? He said, verse 18, when I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die. The wicked is you Israelite, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indian countries in the faith Israel. Tutorial y'all. Y'all being wicked because y'all not walking in the ordinance of the Yahweh Hashem Yahushai give y'all. Y'all walking contrary, so y'all being wicked. Right? He said, when I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, he said, and thou givest him not warning, nor speakest to warn the wicked from his wicked way, he said to save his life, the same wicked man shall die in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at thy hand. So if we don't come out and do these lessons, right, when we don't come on the highways and byways and tell y'all going off and what y'all need to do, when y'all die, the Most High going to hold us responsibility. He can hold us, he can put the blood on our hand, and we gotta pay for that. You know why? Because the Most High wake up to this knowledge, and he tell we go and tell the children of Israel. So we telling y'all where y'all going wrong, right? Verse 19. Yet if thou warn the wicked, and he turn not from his wickedness, nor from his wicked ways, he shall die in his iniquity, but thou shalt deliver thy soul. So you niggas gonna die. Are you carnival baby? Y'all gonna die. You understand? All you love this world and want to be of this world, y'all gonna die. Most I said the fashion of this world pass away, right? Fashion of this world pass away, right? They are going to be destroyed, right? Take heed and turn back to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, right? This is you get a quick. This is John 2 and John 2 and 15. First John 2 and 15 says, love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. And two-thirds of people, they love this world. The world is so-called white man. They love the ways of the so-called white man. They love the ordinance of the so-called white man. Right? He said, for all that is in the world, for all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh and the lust of the eyes and the pride of life is not of the Father, but of the world. So the pride of life is not of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, is of this world. So two-thirds of you so-called Negroes, like the Native American Indian, you have the pride of this life. You understand? You are walking the way of this, of the ordinance of the so-called white man. Right? That's why he said, and the pride of life is not of the Father. This pride of this life is not of the Father. You are being proud. You are being homosexual. You are being lesbian. You are idol worship. You women committing adultery day in, day out. You men going to commit adultery, the other men, women. There's not, the Most High not dealing with that. That's wickedness. Right? You understand? He said, and the world passeth away, and the lust thereof, but he that doeth the will of Yahweh abideth forever. You understand? This world gonna pass away. And you two thought that you so-called Negroes, that you Native American Indian, they are gonna die in your iniquity. They are gonna die in your iniquity. That is what the Most I say. Right? I'm gonna close off with this one. Right? This is right? This is Isaiah chapter 22, verse 12. Right? He said, and in that day did the Lord our Bashem Yahushua of hosts call to weeping and to mourning and to baldness and to girding with sackcloth. And this really men gonna be. The men gonna be in sackcloth where we wear these garments. His sackcloth is a sign of mourning. You understand? We cry out and beg to the Heavenly Father to come and get us, to deliver us from the hands of our enemies. All the other heathen nation is our enemies, and they oppressing us each and every day. They're oppressing us. Each and every day is new legislation coming out against us to oppress the Israelite man. Because our women turn the back on us, our women's side, our women join league with the heathens. Or even our women oppressing us. They're taking our train from us. They don't need no man, putting us on child support. You understand? They can't say nigga and shit. They're leaving a man and going to sleep with another man. All kind of wickedness they're doing. Right? Verse 13, and behold, joy and gladness, slaying oxen and killing sheep, eating flesh and drinking wine. Let us eat and drink, for tomorrow we shall die. And this is spirit to turn up. It's one life to live, boy. Live it up. Boy, it's one life, boy. Top shut up. Live it up. Not knowing you don't live more than once. Because the things you do in this life and you die, you gotta come back and pay for your sins. Verse 14. And he said, and it was revealed in my ears by the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahshua of hosts. Surely this iniquity shall not be purged from you till he die, said the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahshua of hosts. So the iniquity not going to purge from you until you die. So two-thirds you are going to be cut off and die. So hey, because you are drunk, you are intoxicated with the wine and the philosophy of this wicked demonic rulership, which is the Edomite rulership. You understand? So hey, hope this was edifying to the elect. And the lesson for it's a hope for the elect. You understand? To feed the sheep of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. And with that, it was edifying. I want to give up praises and honor and glory to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, Hashem Kadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders who rule at great stone. And a blessed sanitation to the Akiams and the folk on the earth, pushing the gospel in sincerity and truth. Shalom. What love about